Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. I think it is January 23rd, 2023. It is Monday afternoon at, probably 1:30-ish. Yeah, so that's... I'd come on here and say, hey, we're still live. I had a wicked cold over the weekend. You know, that one that's been going around to everybody. Look at this. It's all a mess back here. You never notice how messy your hair is till you start. Okay. Anyway. But I feel much better. And I tell you what, I don't know if it was entirely a cold or just being exhausted, because I slept a lot. I slept a lot over the past week. I probably slept more over the past week than I have in probably a year. Seriously. Yes, I know. I still need to fix that painting. One of the things you don't think about till you're on camera. But I've slept a lot. And I actually woke up this morning at 8 o'clock this morning, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I had my light off by midnight. Because I was tired. And I thought, instead of... Because usually I wait till midnight. You guys know I love to play the bingo games, the free bingo games. And so a lot of them start at midnight. So I wait till midnight to play them. You only play them once a day for free. And I thought, I'm really tired. And this was about 10 o'clock. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and take my pills. And I'm going to go ahead and lay down instead of waiting. Because then what I think is happening is I get overtired. And then, I can't sleep. So that's what I did, and it worked out really well. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. But I'm not going to be afraid to sleep when I need to either. That's been an issue. When you're younger, you can power through. When you're younger, you can power through. Oh, I'm tired. But, but as we get older, we can't power through as much. We don't have as much reserve in our tank. So, that's been going on. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so does Brad. It's just a general checkup, the one we missed last week, so we got to do it tomorrow. We still didn't go in for our blood work because we didn't feel well, so I was having kind of an issue with some depression Thursday and Friday, too. So I didn't feel like going out of the house and messing with anybody. Brad understood that. My Aunt Lorendi helped me through that. She's always so wonderful that way. And just some things I needed to kind of talk about family-wise and stuff that I knew only she would understand, other than Brad. But, yeah, so, that helped a lot. I was so emotional Thursday. It's almost like anything that she messaged back to me, I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful. So, yeah, wow. Still haven't painted. I'm going to go in and paint here in a while, I think, though. The plan is I need to do this video. Then I need to do some writing. I need to do a quick little write. And then I'm going to go ride the exercise bike. And do my arm exercises. And then I felt I was going to work my way on up, hopefully to my art studio and do some painting. I might have to stop before that and eat my salad, but I'm going to make it up there at some point in time to do some painting, slop some painting around. Speaking of loom knitting, though, I have one hat that's almost off the loom, but I'll wait to show you that. Let me see. Let me see if I can stop this for a second. Okay, all right, I was able to stop it. I haven't been able to ever do that before. Yay me. I was showing you guys I had a hat that was almost off the loom, and I couldn't show it to you, but I'm going to show it to you in a second, tell you guys what happened. These are the KB looms. And I like them because they're like a 3/8 spacing, right? So it gives you a tighter knit, which I like. I have the other ones that are 1/2 inch. And if you have a bulky yarn, those are good. Or if you want a real loose knit. Some people just, but I like the tighter. So anyway, I use these. And my only complaint is that sometimes a peg will break off. I'm looming a hat, not this one, but another one. And my peg breaks off right in the middle. And it's not the first set of these that I bought that's done that too. I was upset. What Brad did was I had bought that Martha Stewart, like you put the pegs in the looms, you can make all these different shapes. It was crap. Don't ever buy one. Or I just thought it was. I still had pegs from that. So Brad drilled out the existing peg and was able to place it in there, and it's in good and solid. I'm so thankful he was able to save mine. But I had a hat on halfway done. And I've been working on this hat, and all of a sudden, snap. Oh. See, if I'm having a particularly really busy day or kind of a rough day, because I still go through my depression and stuff, loom knitting is kind of my thing, is my crutch. It's what I look forward to doing at night. So, sometimes I just really need it. So anyway, this is the hat I was working on, and I was right up to where it was just starting into the light green. Let's see, what's that there? Yeah, it was just starting into the light green here, and the peg snapped. But you see here, you see a little bit of a line here. I will have to fix that. Let's see. So anyway, I was able to get it off the loom. And like I said, I'm going to have to fix a few of the stitches. I was able to get it off the loom ever so carefully, and run just like a whole stitch around, so that it wouldn't lose my stitches. And Brad fixed it, and I was able to put it back on the loom and finish it. So there's that hat. This is a small adult. And then this is still a toddler. Look at all the sparklies in it. That one was fun to do. I've been changing up my pattern some. And then this is just your normal classic. Yeah. That's a nice variegated. I like it when it does that. And then, like I said, this is the one that I'm not quite done with. I probably have maybe 6, 7 rows left to do. And then it will be done. So, and this is another small adult. So that's what I've been working on there. But yeah, don't just throw your looms away. If you have a husband who's kind of handy, they'll be able to drill that peg out and replace it. You can buy replacement pegs at different places, or maybe you have a peg, a loom you're not that thrilled with, or something, and you can borrow some pegs or something off of it. I've heard of some people use nails. Some people use wooden dowels. My problem with a wooden dowel is it doesn't always stay real snug, and also then I don't get my groove. You know how these all have this front groove here. Then I don't get that. So, I mean, it could be harder to take it off, but it's whatever works for you, right? So, been doing that. Been doing a lot of sleeping. Still watching that New Amsterdam. Really liking that show a lot. Really liking that show. If you like the medical type shows, like Grey's Anatomy or when it was on, that kind of stuff, you'll like this show. What else have I been doing? Charlie, what have I been doing? He's right here by me. Jelly Bean's on the other side. What? Oh boy. What's looking? See, we're waiting for a small Chewy order, right? Right, because Papa Deb needs more food. They go through a lot of food. Right, Charlie? Charlie, are you waiting for your Chewy order? Are you so excited? He doesn't care. So anyway, part of the reason too I think I've been having problems the past week is I had made mention of it, but I'm off the Ozempic again. You know, and when you start the Ozempic, you step up, like with so many other medications. And so you start, with, I think it was the 0.5, and then you go up to the 1. But I think maybe even before that, she started at 0.25. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, I know you start at 1.5, and then you go up to 1. And then she raised us up to 2. Well, it got too expensive. Brad stopped taking it because we're on different insurance plans now. So, but I mean, we were off of it for like a month because you just couldn't get it in. So then get back on it, right? Now I'm off it again. Because now this year, my insurance has decided they don't want to cover near as much of it. So just for 1 month's supply was over $200. I can't really afford that. So I'm off it. And I read one place where it said that you really shouldn't just stop it, because I'd like to have you step down. Well, I didn't have a choice. And that was kind of disappointing, though, because, I was losing weight really well with it, and all of that. But I just have to keep trying the best I can. And so it's kind of messed with my blood sugar. And I read that you can have, like an upset stomach and that kind of stuff too, and feel very lethargic and stuff coming off of it. I think that was part of it to do with it, plus severe sleep deprivation. You just get kind of run down. Everybody say, hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
Well, all I have left to do in the kitchen is vacuum the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
But I got the stove cleaned, I got dishes done, I got garbage taken out.
I did my housework yesterday.
She did.
So I don't want you to think I'm just like, gee, he's just working to death.
No,
I did my housework yesterday. I changed all the bedding in here, and I dusted and vacuumed in here, cleaned the bathroom.
You were busy.
Yeah, I did something else. I can't remember.
I don't remember. But I gotta unplug the big vacuum because it's not sucking.
That little one needs to be unplugged again too.
Okay.
I don't know what it is with these vacuums. It would just, I don't know.
I don't clean the inner. It's got like, the big one has like 4.
The Shark.
The Shark has like 4 inner filters, and this has 2. And I keep forgetting to clean the inner filters. Okay. So.
Well, I'm gonna go back to doing this. Goodbye.
Bye.
Love you. Got me off track here. So anyway, it's really hard when you're on some insulin, you're off some insulin. You're on some insulin, you're off some insulin. So, like I said, it did kind of mess with my numbers. And normally, if I'm 120 or over, my range is, if I'm 120 or over, I'm a little concerned, and I'll really watch what I eat that day. If it's 150 above, then I'm very concerned. And I did have one day where it would hit 200, and it was very concerning. But I got it back down to 101 this morning. You increase your insulin. I'll have to talk to her about that. I don't know if she's going to want to put me back on a fast-acting one again, like I was on before the Ozempic, or what she's going to want to do. I don't know if she'll put me back on Victoza, as I've taken that before, but then it was a problem getting that. I don't want to keep being put on things that then all of a sudden you can't get. So we'll see what goes on with that. But I was kind of bummed because I was losing weight pretty good, and I was feeling better and stuff. And I said, well, I'm just going to have to keep working really hard at it, doing it without the help of Ozempic, because, I know what I need to do. Sometimes you need to take a step back from life and kind of recenter yourself too. And part of that was sleeping more, and, the world looks a whole lot nicer when you get a good night's sleep. Right, Charlie? Right? So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, we really haven't gone and done anything, really. I mean, it rained all day Sunday. All day. It started raining Saturday night and it rained all day yesterday, which I didn't mind. I mean, I'd rather put up with the rain than the snow. Now, I had my share of snow living 50 years in Wyoming, and it's pretty. But as you get older, you don't want to have to keep trying to trudge through it and all that kind of good stuff. I know you guys don't like it when I smoke, but that's just life, It is what it is. I'm not sure if I'm going to need some help with my depression. That's one thing I'm going to talk to my doctor about tomorrow, because my depression had been bad, and I've really been battling it, basically ever finding out about my father and stuff, grieving, and then just a depression, and see what she thinks. I don't want to be taken off of what I'm taking now, which is Cymbalta for the depression. I don't want to go off of it. There's usually a big waiting list now to be seen for depression by, and I don't want to be over medicated like before, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk to her about it or not. She may ask about it because we talked about it before. So, we'll see. I can talk to her about it and see what she thinks. She's that kind of a doctor you can really talk to her about stuff. And I am her last appointment for tomorrow, which is nice because she'll take her time with us then. We're her last 2 appointments. And she really likes us, and she really sits and visits with us. And we'll be talking about all kinds of different stuff. If Brad and I have appointments back to back, we're pretty all-inclusive. And she'll even get off track and stuff. And she'll be sharing stories too. And, she's a really nice person. She's the type of person you would be friends with if she wasn't your doctor, I mean, it can be both. But if she wasn't a doctor and say she was a waitress down the street, we'd be friends with her too. So, been doing that. Another thing I have noticed, though, that's a little bit of a concern, is I'm bruising so badly lately. It's like, I don't know if it's because she had me taking an aspirin, low-dose aspirin every day. But, man, I bruise up easily. Or what do you guys think, just because getting older in life? I know that, I remember my great-grandmother would bruise very easily. I always seemed like my great-grandmother was very old. Of course, when you're very young, I always loved her white hair as she got older. It was just pure snow white, and it was so pretty. I really liked it. So, what else? That's about it. There's not really anything, just been kind of hanging out and stuff. We haven't really unpacked that much more stuff. Like I said, kind of took about a week off just to sleep and just kind of get feeling better. And I do feel a lot better, guys. I do. That being so sleep deprived and stuff, it just, sometimes you have to just say, you know what, I'm going to let my body sleep when it needs to. And then it's almost like your body gets craving more of it. Like, hey, okay, well, now I'm getting tired. We got up at 8 o'clock, but then we laid back down about 11 because we ate breakfast and stuff. We were sleepy, and I said, yeah, why don't we go ahead and lay back down for a bit? So, it is what it is. That's what I'm convinced of. And if I know I have an appointment like the next day, I get so antsy at night. Because I do have a certain amount of social anxiety, and Brad knows that I have a hard time really being social at all, especially as I've gotten older. And because I even wanted to do just a telehealth thing with the doctor. He's like, you need to get out of the house some. So, if I have an appointment the next day, I won't sleep that night at all, which is bad. So I'm determined. Plus, I do want to join the senior center to do the swimming stuff. They have a water aerobics class, which I was showing Brad. They had a video of it on Facebook, and they even have a lot of men in the water aerobics class. So he's keen for that, too. It looks like a lot of fun. So you know, they keep the water 86 degrees, and even the air temperature outside of that, the air temperature is 86 degrees, even in your locker room and stuff. So, you know, that's one thing. I knew that this pool would probably be warmer than like your normal pools because of all of us older folks. So that's one thing that's nice. So, you know, I keep complaining because I want to make some friends and stuff, but it's really hard to make friends if you're not getting out of the house. Kind of a gray overcast day today. But that's about all I got going on, guys. Not anything real riveting. I would come on here and say, hey. I do have a schedule made up now where one day I'm going to work on wreaths, because I still make tool wreaths. So I want to make wreaths, I want to do some sewing, I want to do some resin pouring, and I have my painting and my loom knitting. Oh, and Barbara, next week, when Brad's pension comes in, we'll get that cross-stitch stuff mailed out to you. So I just got to wait and get a flat rate box, and then we'll mail it out to you. I'll let you know. I'll give you the tracking number, all that kind of good stuff. You know, I think you'll like it. And Melanie's a really nice gal. Super, super nice gal. And, you know, since she blessed me with it, I couldn't just sit and just shove it in the closet. That's not why she gave it to me. And so I want to pay it forward. So, you know, just let us know how you're doing on it and show us your pretty stuff. I cross-stitched for years, guys. I did. I made the big pictures and everything. I did a lot of blended needle, which I really liked. But part of the reason I quit is because that was something my mother and I did together, and I didn't know all those years she was making fun of me and stuff. And so it was so painful and stuff, I just couldn't cross-stitch anymore. And because of the eyesight, it's very hard to go from looking at something and then look up. And I still have that problem. Like when I loom knit at night, I'll usually watch whatever I'm going to watch here on the laptop because it's close enough. I can take my glasses off and I can watch whatever New Amsterdam, and I can loom knit. That's my thing. So, but you know, I still do ribbon embroidery, which I really enjoy doing so much of, and I still do that. You can do that on your shirts and stuff and make it really jazz up a top easily. But that's all we really got going on, guys. Nothing real fascinating. I hope y'all are doing well. Sometimes, too, you have people really hurt your feelings about different things. You feel like people are coming at you for no good reason. Or else, you know, you think you have a friend. You reach out to that friend, and they're nowhere, you know. Got to be a two-way street on a friendship, too. And my feelings will get hurt, so then I just need to kind of, I call it recoiling, recoiling, and then recentering myself. You know, sleep will solve a lot of problems, I'm convinced. I'm doing well. Brad's doing well. I keep plugging away. So I hope you guys have a great week. I'll probably be on Wednesday. I don't think I'll probably be on tomorrow since it's late appointments and stuff. We haven't taken the steps to Tender Mercies yet. We probably will wait until Brad gets paid because, you know, it's a ways out there. But we will give them those hats and stuff and tell them to, you know, use the money for, you know, helping whatever they need to help, you know, buy more dog food, more pet supplies, more cleaning supplies, help on a vet bill, whatever they need. Plus, I want to tour the facilities again and pet the puppies and, you know, the dogs out there for adoption and that kind of stuff. We decided we're not going to probably get any more pets. We talked about kind of getting like a chinchilla or getting a sugar glider, or I would love to have a lizard, but I don't feel like I know enough about lizard care specifically to do a lizard well enough. And I don't want to do a small enclosure for them. It'd have to be a big one. And also we want to do some traveling and stuff. And, you know, I don't know specific places that will board your lizard or your chinchilla and stuff, you know. We don't really have anybody around here that we could say, hey, can you watch our chinchilla or something? So, you know, we say we're just going to enjoy, like maybe going to a zoo, maybe going to an aquarium. Your local animal shelters always have pets who would love to be walked and be loved on. So that's what we're going to do. That way, too, you don't, as you get older, you have to go in the hospital, so you don't have to worry about who's going to take care of your animal. There's dog shelters and stuff are so full of dogs that their owner died or had to go into a nursing facility. And that's quite sad. So, that's what we're going to do, is do that. But anyway, I better get off here. And remember, I love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I hope you can have a great week. Remember, do something nice for somebody else, and then do something nice for yourself. Remember that I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Like and subscribe if you would. Share with your friends. And I will see you guys in a few days. Well, Brad's got his headphones on, but we're all going to say bye, Brad, anyway. Bye, Brad. Bye, guys.